maybe taking notes here, Tog, and the rest of you PS5 players here. I'm an Xbox concierge myself here, so I love to see the Xbox players. But we won't discontinue our PS5 players here, as we actually have quite a few of them inside the tournament. So it's, again, good to see our PS5 community actually coming alive here and entering the tournament scene as well. Sometimes you see the different consoles do make a difference inside the tournament scene here, but still so much to play, so much to come. What is going to happen here as these teams start to develop the rotations here? The first circle has popped. We got Lipovka in there, Yasnaya as well. A little bit of Milta down south there, so definitely not going to pull its way down here, but a lot of teams can kind of play it slower here on this southern end, hoping for the pull down south. But everything here in the middle contested. GTS, they've got a nice little split. You can see Ghost there on one position, holding his own, and then the rest of GTS here holding the prison, waiting for the split potentially to go east or west. Holding the coastline, that's a nice play from GTS. BHE, beautifully positioned right off the drop as well. Shelter, as well as that Hall of Fame area going to be taken by them. But TPG pulls off, still as a 3-man. They're able to loot right outside Stalber as Tog taking control of Stalber as well as Kameshki. FSS gets their loot free and clear here top of the George Pool area, as well as it looks like Snow in contention with MW. So this is a fight that we'll potentially see break out here amongst the day. So we'll watch for that as the drop may contest itself. But it looks like thus far teams at least finding a spot to drop. Everybody not in the vicinity of one, so it's a little bit slower than I thought, to be honest, and a lot less losses here in phase number 1. So teams, even though are not conditioned and may not be as disciplined as some of these other more veteran teams, they're still able to find a drop spot and make it work here. One loss in phase 1 off the drop. Definitely a little bit different here. So curious to see how that will affect things. But again, I like that. That's an exciting move right there. When I'm looking at teams, and we're really looking at teams to succeed and do well. And you have factors like teams dying off the rip. It doesn't start off good momentum. Every team here in game number 1 is getting exactly that chance to set themselves up for a potential victory, even for potential kills here. Whether you want to set yourself up for is going to be on your own. But again, coming down to that, exactly what do you want to do here for game number 1? A lot of it comes down to gaining information on the rest of these teams here. There's a lot of open space. We can see Heaven still wide open. It looks like it's actually going to get taken here, as that's going to be Team 4 for Z-Clan. Pulling up the Machine, able to take control here of the top of the hill. The rest of the Z-Clan pulling in as well. And this is going to be a nice takeover for the Z-Clan here early on. Again, we see quite a few finishes in this general vicinity. But not only that, rotation kills and control just of the overall circle here. Great for information. So good pickup there from Z-Clan. Here inside the center of that zone, S9 going to make nice moves as well. A little 2-2 split going on amongst that team. So a lot of teams comfortable. There's quite a few teams still having to make this rotation, and that right there is going to cause for congestion along Potato Hill, as well as just maybe outside the farm area. Teams starting to slowly rotate in as phase 5 or phase 1 has came to that 5-minute mark, so it's starting to make its way in, and we'll start to see these teams really position themselves up here, and then the event is starting to open up. Thus far, though, again, I'm happy. I'm super happy to see that these teams have grouped up the way they have. No huge losses here in the first rotation. So, again, that just gives these teams confidence. But BHE on foot, they're so spread out. GTS should have information here, but this is getting dangerous for this team. They're able to kind of separate them. I'm not sure how BHE's playing in the rotation right now, but maybe just no vehicles to make the rotations. You can see everybody just kind of caught out in the open. They're looking to avoid pressure from GTS, but you've got Splits as well as Coder up here. As Ghost is going to open up. He's got some shots down on Onyx and the rest of BHE over there. Radish having to pull back, and the rest of BHE here to the side. Kizza might have just been spotted out right there. He's on the rock, but I think Split's actually going to avoid that, and he's going to get back inside there, maybe pulling off there. Is Clumsy getting a chance to actually make her rotation across. She's going to pull away to the Hall of Fame, trying to regroup with the rest of the team, but they're going to have to be very, very careful here. GTS having some good information now. Starting to notice here, Clumsy going to get spotted out here from Splits. Kids are still down at the bottom. The Shack trying to get destroyed, and Clumsy, no cover fire from the team. She's going to get spotted out here, but still able to pull back to the tree. There's Onyx ready to supply some cover fire. May be able to get Clumsy inside the compound here. Shots are coming through. Onyx, there's the shots. deploying at least splits to pull back right there, but these two teams still in a bad spot. Kizza really caught out here with nowhere to go. As he does open up, shots come through both on Encoder and Kizza, but it's Kizza to take the brunt of the damage here, down to about 20 HP. As we wait for this fight to break out, Kizza is able to get the med, but the util is already in play, tossed into the position. Kizza backs up just in time as he avoids the fight there. Shots now from the bottom. Ghost doing the drive-by moves here, trying to pull them big plays in here, and this is one of the players here that teams are most concerned about, so we'll see how Ghost does fare. It splits from the top. It's GTS just playing awesome, and Ghost's going to run him over there, get him out of the game right there, and that's one loss for BHE. GTS pulling up over to the top, and they will gain control there of the hill. Thankfully enough for BHE, at least 3 members are able to make it back to Hall of Fame, and again, just maybe a little bit more cautious on the rotation, having to potentially rethink about their strategy here and dropping this location again, because having no vehicles to rotate in a competition like this just is not comfortable. So BHE only takes 1 on the loss there, looked a little scarce, and then GTS will just kind of maintain position there as the rest of the teams seemingly starting to rotate themselves into this next zone. It's going to be FSS and MW taking the north side, NFS, OPZ, and Snow making the rotation in. Actually, yeah, right outside of that Potato Hill. So how does that work for them on this southern rotation with Core, GTS, and BHE? Probably the slower the better, but we'll have to see how it does play for this team thus far. FSI coming in after a deep rotation from them as well. They went all the way down and around. They are able to safely make that rotation in, avoiding any loss. But again, that's a very long rotation for FSI to make. However, they are able to make that rotation. It is at least going to pay off for them. No losses. And again, we still have plenty of phase 1 with a minute to shift before we see that phase 2. LTR starting to make that rotation. Core with the 2-2 split. May find some damage there onto LTRs. The shots are going to pop back and forth between the teams, but no real damage to find as the knock just not able to come through. Snow pulls up to the top of the hill here, and they'll just gain control. This is a team. This is a spot you see a lot of more veteran teams here kind of play is up here. Not a lot of teams comfortable playing this ridge, but you don't realize how many teams don't want to sit here as well. So this is not a bad spot, I think, for the teams to play. Snow will sit here for now. Still 60 players up going into phase 2. It's going to be a very sweaty endgame. Look at how many teams are in the center of the zone. Nobody wants to be over in Lipovka prison side area. Everybody waiting for the shift to come back here. Bottom side of Yasnaya, but it's not great. GTS now starting to surround BHE here as Clumsy is going to get found. That's going to be buried with the knock. Splits finding the damage here with Onyx, as that's going to be an opening knock right there. Down and out. Onyx is going to fall right there. BHE looking to potentially get away here, but no. Reddish spotted out as shots come through. Splits lines him up. Not able to find the shots, though, as the rest of GTS now pulling up BHE with just 1 member left up. I don't know if Radish is even going to be able to get away from here. Onyx confirmed. And then Radish, I believe, just inside the shack, looking to potentially avoid all contact from GTS. However, they know he's here. They're going to surround. They're probably going to swarm and eventually check inside the shack here. So it's a nice play. He's going to do what he can. But here comes Coder. The grenade already inside. It's going to land actually in a spot that will do no damage. So he's going to get a chance to actually take the fight. Behind the crates, he gets the 1v1. He gets the knock on the Coder. Can he confirm before the... Oh, he just can't confirm. Gets the knock on the Coder. Well played from Radish. But unfortunately, can't confirm the kill before GTS able to come through and get the final kill there. NFS there at the Alamo, able to pull up there after the knocks come through for BHE. It's just not meant to be. GTS does come out on top. That's the first 4 kills here for them. But again, it's only game number 1 here. Able to maintain position off of those kills, excuse me. It's NFS here now taking the pressure. They'll be able to position themselves here into the next move here. So NFS having to be very, very careful, and keep their head down. It's all going to come down to how these teams play, both inside the center of the zone. It's great positioning from these teams, and it's just unfortunate for BHE, after a great drop, just going out the way they do. Game number 1 here, only the first game, so much still to play here. This is a 3-week event, everybody. Challenger League Season 2. We've got Tuesdays and Thursdays for the time being right now, so we're going to start it over the next 3 weeks on those 2 days. Be sure to tune in when you guys can, both Tuesday and Thursday, to give these teams support. These are new up-and-coming teams as well as some older teams trying to find themselves and find some rhythm here in the competition scene, as again, EU has been doing so well developing new teams, SSL coming through, and there's just a lot happening with the EU side of the scene here. And, you know, we're just trying to give teams a little bit of a chance here to earn some money, build some confidence, and just find the rhythm that these teams need. And you know what? FSS leaving the vehicle right there, probably not the best move. They do pull up edge of Lipovka, but leaving the vehicle right there, cause for disaster. The tires will get taken out, as at least they do have one vehicle to rotate, but that's going to be a clown car for FSS and potentially not the best thing to rotate. So we'll see how they make position in the next move here. But again, be sure to tune in as much as you can. We want to see these teams grow. We want to give them support. We want to see the competition scene after 5 years in PUBG still continue to grow, whether it be EU, NA, LATAM, SA. Man, we're happy to support PUBG console scene 5 years into making, still out here doing things. It's LTR makes the rotation. It's them to take a few knocks here. Toxic, that's Sly getting in onto MW as well. It looks like Swift will get found out that that's Santa from the top from Z-Clan, able to make light work of that. The rest of the LTR kind of stuck out here in the middle of nowhere. 2 kills come through for Z-Clan as Santa able to get both of those. Again, Christmas must not be over for him yet. He's still getting kills here into the new year. Picking up 2, bobbing and weaving, looking to find the remaining 2 members of LTR. As nowhere to go here. He's going to find his way probably behind the ridge here, but Z-Clan going to spot him out. No doubt. Eventually, I'm going to take these shots as Machine and Santa both to take shots. It's not to come through. Nobody will get away, as well as Paz. Let's get over here to MW as they're suffering a lot of damage from Toxic. It's going to be Toxic Grenade to do most of the damage onto MW. Bearkai confirmed. Aviator inside the smoke, still bleeding out. As Speaker doing what he can to get the med off. Will stick the res here onto Bearkai as Swift has fallen as well. There's a lot of third-party action inside this little bit of circle here. It's not a great position for either of the teams to be in as the vehicle destroyed. It's going to be MW getting the res onto Aviator, having to get inside that vehicle and get into next phase 3. Swift picked up as well, as both players back up to 2 members alive here, but the other 2 grouping in. So it's now a 4v2 for MW, but Toxic has to be careful because from the back, third-party damage ready to be there. Aviator finds a knock out of Panders. Speaker knocks Swift, but third-party comes in, and that's Palou to find Speaker, confirming the kill as well. As just up to Aviator. Liam with the pressure, having to pull back. Swift on the second knock, so they will have to pull back to get that res. He's going to find the Sly pull up here. Aviator getting the knock on the Sly. It's 1 member left up for Toxic. He's got his teammate on the back. He's going to find Liam. Liam's going to set him down. Aviator get the squad wipe on the Toxic. No, from the back. P7 comes through, denying any further moves for MW. Almost taking the squad wipe from the back, though. Speaker will get his confirmation, at least onto Swift there. P7 takes out Aviator, but leaves Toxic up. I can't believe they at least did the drive-by, realizing it's that dangerous. They should have finished up Toxic as well, but somehow Toxic on the side of the hill. They're going to stick both these reses, get both the meds off, and now Toxic is back up to 3 players after an outstanding fight with MW. Aviator almost clutches it up, but man, that was some absolute toxicity from Toxic right there. MW down and out in 15th is P7. A little bit of credit for that kill, but it's Toxic doing the damage, almost falling to Aviator there. Back in the action on the rotation, it's going to be P7 and Tog now centered up here. Down to that bottom right-hand side, you can see teams still starting to rotate in, as that's going to be Core pulling right below us. P7 starting to set up here. They're going to get these rotation kills potentially, as they do take some shots. Core able to pull past safely there. No real damage coming through. FSI now caught out there as their shots still coming through from Davum. Good damage done onto P7. They pull back inside the dip. Toxic thinking the same thing. And you know what? It has been quite some time since that happened. Elite Esports, Mark, get out my lobby, bro. Get out my... No, I'm just kidding, man. Making the crashes come to me. I haven't crashed in any event in quite some time. So, you know what? That's kind of crazy that that actually happened right there. We'll get right back in. We'll be in very, very quickly. Good old Series X. But, man, that is absolutely ridiculous, bro. Good old crash right there. Back into the stream. Here we come. We should load right back in and hopefully not miss too much. But there's a lot happening inside that phase. So much gameplay there. And honestly, it's been a while since that has happened. So let's get into it. Man, all the hype. Yo, Lions. Appreciate the hype out there, man. Hope all is well. Rick Fell, man. How we doing, brother? Appreciate you stopping in the stream as well. Hope all you guys out there are having a great night. We are in game number 1 here. Back into the action. Circle has shrunk. It's now to the prison. Making its way. Absolutely insane. Shots coming through. Core with the pull-up. They're able to find 2 knocks onto Snow. Here they're going to stop Ralza there. He's getting that med off, and Zabu's still down. Ralza, the only member left up. He's going to get both players going for the thirst here, but just not able to confirm the kill. Core going to fall to Snow on their 2 kills in the bag as Snow almost falls down, but Core 2 kills down and out in 12th. We did lose 2 teams in the midst of the break right there, so it looks like Tog's still alive. P7 coming out on top. They do lose Keezy, but we do lose 2 teams in the mix of things right there. Let's see, kind of come through. Rokes to get knocked there from NFS on the drive-by, but they should be able to get that res as Z-Clan still here inside the shack, having to make the rotation in. So do quite a few other teams. It's going to be GTS, OPZ. Where do they send it? 3 teams inside the prison. As you can see, it's going to be NFS. Perfect little pull-up. FSI over the top. After getting a knock earlier, was able to stick the res here. All 4 members still up. 37 players alive. They're looking to overlook the prison. So they have Overwatch on both NFS and DJO. But to the side, there's TPG pulling up on top of P7. The res already good on the ropes, but now he's going to get re-knocked. Second knock comes through. JSK to fall with McLovin up behind the UF. He's going to walk up, gets the first down. He's going to spot out Intels, but walks right into the bullets right there. TPG down and out in 11th, as that's going to be P7 out on top. At least Rokes to fall as TPG credit for 1 kill. 10 teams now remain as it's going to be P7. 2 members left alive here at the edge of the zone. A knock coming through there onto the in-game leader for Tog. He will reset. They'll get the res. But Z-Clan using this as the perfect chance to pull up. Already tossing nades. Plenty full over the hill. Not in the right spot, so they're going to bounce right past Tog. No damage to be done. Another one to follow right there. That was a little bit too far over the top. The Molly just shy. David now sticking out the smoke here as he will stick the res here from the side. Entels to find the knock on to Palou. The third-party damage in this lobby has been a huge factor for a lot of teams. Entels now with 5 kills here for the P7 squad. How are we going to make this next rotation in? TDS Body, thanks for being. Logo FPS. What's up, baby? How we doing, man? P7 looking to find these knocks. Santa getting a knock there onto Artemix, as Artemix probably safe for res. They have the smoke up. Tog still 3 up as Machine probably going to bleed out. No chance for res there. Tog doing a great job here holding position inside the bunker. They're going to be able to at least hold Z-Clan out, but all 3 of these teams on the outer edge of this zone now pushed out. As you can see, the phase going to favor FSS and S9. Great positioning for them. FSI taking the chance to move their rotation into the center of that zone, because there is still 4 different teams having to position themselves on that west side of the zone. It's going to be a wild rotation for these teams. NFS can sit in prison, but they have to get out because the rotation right here will leave no chance for them to move. So having to move that position right there. NFS, Snow, no chance to move in. That's going to be GTS getting credit for those kills right there, as they now take down another squad. 8 kills in the bag here for GTS. It's Very with 3, Splits with 4, Coder with 1, and Ghosts not even alive for GTS here. Santa and Master take it down there for the Z-Clan, as another team gonna fall. So many teams starting to find action. Tog getting into it as well over here at the top. They're gonna find the remaining 2 members of P7 and help taking down a Z-Clan. So that's Tog to come out on top. 6 kills now in the bag after doing some damage onto Z-Clan, helping to finish that team off, then finalizing P7 there at the edge of the zone. Well played, Tog. 6 kills on the board. 7 teams remain. Placement points now starting to come through, as it looks like it's going to be FSS here at the top with S9 looking to take this fight. They're both on the edge of the zone here. Nobody really in a favorable position, but S9 does have hard cover. FSS really just kind of in a position to maintain, ridge, maintain rotation, but they have to be very, very careful. As I say that, though, that's the rest of FSS. They've already found position in. They're going to take it in this center of the zone right outside FSI, so they're going to be able to play from right there, a little bit distant from FSI, but having to be very, very careful of the distance. FSI wary of the pull-up. They scout them out, they spot them out, and they should be able to find these angles, and they do, but they're being very, very patient with just 2 members left up, looking to find a little bit further placement or get a guaranteed headshot knock, and then be able to confirm that kill, because again, at this moment, it's really not going to do much. Tog on the pull-up, trying to find the position onto NFS, but it's not to have it. Trade for trade comes through. Dins for Tog. In-game leader is down, so is Andy OG. The grenade now to find Artemix, beautifully placed there by Rodgers. Davum to find the 1v1. He's going to get the knock, but not to confirm his kill. Davum to fall. NFS out on top here. 4 kills in the bag. Tog after 6 and a great play to at least make the moves to get to that circle. Denied any further moves. It's phase 5. The demise for Tog. It's NFS getting the chance to reset on both players here. All 4 back up and about, but it's GTS. Information on this fight. They're going to come back. Grenades already in play over the top, trying to find the rest of NFS out of this lobby here. But both reses are in play. The heals are there, so it's a 4v3 for this team. The Molly over the top, just shy of splits his position. That one was really close. Sounded a lot closer, actually, than that actually was. So it actually wasn't too close, but it is there. NFS with the 2-2 split. Full heals back in play. If they can rotate away from... Oh, they're going to walk right into GTS here. Splits over the top. He's going to find one. Looking to find the second. Proven to turn back around there. And they are just holding this so well. Splits over the top. Going to find another. There should be another 4-piece here for GTS. Riders now to fall. And that is GTS just doing bits here. Still 1 member up for NFS. It's Dins. Dins inside the smoke. Beautifully placed grenade. Going to find the knock there onto Coder. Looking to come up before they stick the res. He's got very low HP. Gets the spray out. He's looking to get the damage. Knocking Barry. Looking to put the hurt onto Splits. It's almost a 1v3 situation there for Dins. But he is going to fall right there. Dins down and out for NFS. But almost puts the hurt onto GTS. Somehow able to recover there. 4 kills in the bag. NFS out. 5 teams remain as it's OPZ. He's going to confirm Big Shep. DK down at the bottom getting into it with FSS. As we now have just 5 teams remaining. FSI potentially to be the next team to fall as OPZ still inside the top 5. They're doing bits. They're making work, and they're making the best of it. FSS still inside the top 5 as well. Only 2 kills. A very quiet game for them, but we're not going to count him out. He's looking to find that leg, that little peak of DK right there. As Kong able to find Alpha, he's going to confirm that kill. 1 more in the bag for FSI right there with the followed up. Heady, well placed for DK, but as he tries to find his way in, it should be FSS to be the last little bit of damage to find Kong. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's dancing. 1 more shot, and FSI will fall in 5th. Behind the tree, he's going to find some cover. Arminus with the good comms from FSS. The wrong tree, he's looking. Needs to look forward. Kong gets the heal. OPZ with the pressure from the side, getting the return. It's Everest with the SLR as Kong avoids the shots for OPZ. Gives it to FSS. FSI out in 5th to fall. S9 quick just like that as GTS up over the top. Runs into him. 14 kills for GTS. And you know what? You guys are making me look like absolute crap here. What are you guys doing? 14 kills for GTS here in game number 1. OPZ, baby. 1 kill. FSS, 2 kills. And that is GTS with the big bad. 14 kills. Looking to find these kills. But both these teams back and forth are transferring shots 1 for 1 here. But it's still no knocks to come through as FSS now has 4 kills. A little bit of credit for those kills on the S9, I believe, as well. Doing some damage there from the side. So well played. They're getting 1 kill as well on the FSI there. So now they're going to find another knock there onto Squidward. Looking to confirm their kills. FSS still all 4 members up to take the 3 on for GTS. So you know it was almost game over for GTS. Had that squad, had NFS had those knocks before losing all 3 players. That could have easily been NFS fight right there. But you know what? GTS just able to overtake it and just somehow survive at the end there. Good shots coming out from Everest. He's going to find Tech 9 on the rotation there. SLR looking to find Squadward, and that's Everest with both kills right there. Now 4 in play for FSS, 6 in the bag here. It's GTS versus FSS. Both teams here, very confident teams, very comfortable teams. These teams have been around for quite some time, but it's not a guaranteed shot here for GTS. Good shots coming out there from Mentality. He's going to do some good damage on it. Very, just not able to find the knock. The spread from FSS down here at the bottom is beautiful if they can keep these angles on the GTS. As Coder trying to find the angle there, just not able to find the shots right there. He's consistent with the peak right there, but he gives the headshot right to Everest. As the shot does come through, Coder having to be very, very careful. No helmet on. 1 shot could easily be the demise there. Very will find the spray onto Kiara, though, and that's going to be it for 1 member of FSS. But Entology there for the res, so they should be able to push that as Arminus on the flank right here. Taking a grenade there, avoids the damage. as it's a little bit too far. Splits trying to jump scout here onto Arminus here. It's going to scout him out right there, finding the head. Splits to get the knock. 8 kills here for Splits himself. Looking to find Everest a little bit too far to the right there, though. Now cooking up the grenade as the res does come through. Kiara is picked up here. Very on the pressure. Grenade right there. Arminus has confirmed FSS now with a 3v3. Looking to find it. Very from the back. One more shot. Anthology is all you need. You'll get the knock, but it's not going to come through. Very behind the tree. He's going to get the first aid off there. Grenade being cooked up. Is it positioned nicely? It's a little bit too far. A little bit too short, I should say, as Very avoids the damage. More shots coming through from Anthology, but still not to find the knock. Coder looking to find the damage back, and it's just not to happen there. Snow potentially here with the fans. Love to see the Snow fans in the chat, guys. Shout out to Snow right there. Appreciate the sign up, you guys. As it looks like we got some serious Snow fans in the chat. Who else we got here besides GTS? FSS, can they overtake these 3 members of GTS in the final fight here? Coder to find Anthology there, and then confirming it. Very finally knocked their good shots from Everest. Giammer to find Splits. He's going to get the knock. 2 members now down for GTS. FSS about to slip the gear here, and they're about to flip switches and take down GTS. Everest to confirm Very. Coder to go for the res on the Splits, but it's Kiaru from the side. GTS down and out. FSS, baby, with the first victory of the Challenger League Season 2. 9 kills, 19 points. Fantastically done there from FSS. Slowly played, methodically thought out there to end that game. They did not want to lose to GTS. They don't. And right now, that is exactly what we're talking about. The Challenger. Challenge for challenge, shot for shot. GTS and FSS fought hard for that victory. There's FSS out on top, baby. That is a 19-point game from them. And we'll be back for game 2 yet again on Erangel. Well played, everybody there for game number 1.
Under my skin, got me struggling to know where you end and where I begin. And we feel incredible, we feel no pain. You got me feeling insane, got me struggling to know where you end and where I begin. And my head underwater, and my mind undercover, and my faith in the gutter. Underwater, water, 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 water. But when you look at me, I'm higher, higher, higher. Eyes on me, I'm higher,
You can see how aggressive GTS is. You can see also how passive some of the other teams start to play. And if they can kind of open up with the aggression sooner rather than later, may be able to meet that compassion. BHE and GTS going to share that same drop yet again. Ghost going to be on the outside. He gets the vehicle as that's Onyx. They're taking control of the shelter area with the rest of his team. Oddly enough, they at least have the vehicle this time so they can rotate, loot, and then get to the circle quickly. Thankfully enough for them, they should avoid the pressure from GTS this time and have a chance to actually play inside the zone. And that right there is the beauty of PUBG, is the difference in circles, the difference in shifts, and how I think appropriate it is to mention that these circles really do play a huge factor. There's only 2 teams inside this circle. That's 14 teams having to rotate into this zone, which really does cause for a lot of problems here. You'll have to watch how the teams do adjust in a situation like that, because rotation is a key factor in the success of winning these tournaments. A lot of retail. We've got the hospital area in play. A lot of finishes in this general vicinity with the hills, with this kind of gameplay here. And again, with the Challenger season, with these teams being so new to kind of the this lobby, I'm curious to see where these teams will play and the positions that they will hold going into the late game. Because again, there's so much that's kind of at risk here and at play for the teams to take risky rotations with no real information. But day one, this is the day to do it. You make all the mistakes today. You come back the remainder of the tournament after making the necessary adjustments and hopefully have just a better rest of the tournament. Other teams may come out here on game number 1 and just really showcase themselves and have that chance to really put up points day one and then come out the rest of the days and just don't seem to find that rhythm. I've seen ups and downs from a lot of these teams here on both ends. I've seen teams come out in the first day, win 2 out of 4 games, win 3 out of 4 games, and then still not place inside the top 3 because the remainder of the tournament, either A, you get targeted, or B, you just kind of have the pressure on your back that you have to perform that same level every day in and day out. When you have a great day, good, it feels good. But now, when you have a bad day, you get inside your head. You start to kind of beat yourself up a little bit too much. And then it comes to the question of, do we have this? Are we playing right? Do we make adjustments? And I think the question is no. Snow through the window. Beautiful spray, but NFS there to at least hold the push and hold the confirmation. As there's Zabu, he's going to find Aviator. MW taking a loss earlier as Aviator almost squad wipes Toxic. Now going to get taken down as the first player inside game number 2 here. NFS able to pull back, get the res, as good shots returned there from Proven. Dins is back on his feet, but it looks like Snow ready to take this fight pretty hard here with NFS there. So again, that's not going to see a fight that we will see off rotation. We're going to see these guys probably fight it out here inside of Primorsk and then take the rotation, because it looks like neither team really around the vehicle ready to rotate. They look like they want to take the fight. Another grenade to be tossed there in good direction. Had that second one been in the same place at the same time, Snow would have definitely taken damage from both those, and it would have been the GGs. But Rexy just not able to find the right placement for that second grenade, so that gives Stelios the chance to pull back. He's going to get that heal off inside. I don't know if he's even got meds there. He still hasn't healed yet, so he's slowly walking his way around. So it looks like we've got a rotation, a potential crash. MW does pull up just as the 2. They will get Z-Clan to pull off right there. As again, maybe not the best spot for them to hold. They'll go up towards Gatka. Core as well after taking that kill there onto MW Aviator. Code Red Gaming looking to potentially put their new roster here to good use here. As you can see, Redmond, Zabu, Ralza all looking to do bits here inside the competition. Also, Seconds joining the core roster here for the event here. How does he fare? And there's Master. He's going to find both members of core on the pull up here. Back to Gatka they go, and back to the lobby as well. Both Ralza and Seconds sent out right there, as that's going to be Master and Santa just taking control back of Gatka upon the pull-up core. Absolutely no chance to even get out of the vehicles there or take shots. Well played there from Master. He read the rotation properly, and that's going to be a good 2 kills there for Z-Clan. Unfortunate for core, as again, it's just an unfortunate loss there early on. Some of the only teams inside the center of the zone, and they're still ended up fighting one another right there. As MW moves up a little bit, they will forfeit that compound just south of their position, but that is now a great play and a great move to come out from this team here. LTR, the next team to make position in is P7, sets up for a few rotation kills. Shots do come down onto LTR, but they were going to make that rotation. It'll be free. They don't have to worry about too much here. Vehicle looks like it's been shot up. A lot of damage has been done. But they do pull up here just in time. 3 members for LTR. Make it safely. Still with 1 to join. As that's MW taking awareness of what's going on. Now going to re-rotate the vehicles. Push him out of here. As there's Rexy. He's going to find good shots down onto Snow. That's the knock to come through. Looks at the fight. Finally starting to break out. Knock for knock. Rexy for Snow. We've already got a confirmation onto Dins. NFS loses 1 member, proven. Coming to stick the rest here onto Rexy, and that's Rotters from the other side. Hopefully there to hold the pressure from the rest of Snow. Pink Pan on the back there for Rotters. He's going to step up onto the barrel right there, looking to get an angle as the res does come through. Snow steps around in time to find the knock. Back onto Proven. Little does he know, Rexy is back on his feet right there, so he's going to come around looking to find the knock with the shotgun, DP, and AK, a bunch of 7.62 ready to meet. Rexy opens up. He's going to find the M4 spray, but there for the back, Snow ready to knock Rexy. And again, just Snow is on fire. 4 HP. This man is just knocking knock for knock right now here on the NFS. Snow, barely any HP. Rotters is going to find a good knock on a random Snow right there. So Snow, or DJO, excuse me, will have to pull back to get the heal off there. He's over the top right there. As it looks like Rotters starting to get surrounded. Awers knocked as well. 2 members now down here for Snow. Can they reset and win the fight here against NFS? As Rexy will confirm that it's just Rotters left up here in the fight in the backfield. TPG getting into it with FSI. It looks like the knocks coming through more on FSI side. TPG can confirm that kill. Shep comes through. He's going to hit both McLovin and Bradders. Confirming Monkey. Shep, you absolute madman. What in the heck was that? Rotters to fall. Snow confirms him. But back over here on the bridge, what just happened to TPG? Shep comes through with the vehicle, runs over both McLovin and Bradders here for TPG. If that's not some old team violence they're shed out for FSI, the good comms on that team, man. That what is that PUBG report on both sides is going to be beautiful. Shout out to FSI, shout out to TPG. Appreciate again, much love for the signups. That is just unfortunate. Therefore, TPG, FSI gets control of the bridge. Will continue the rotation, and now 4 kills in the bag is TPG. Just an unfortunate run right there with the pull up from Shep. LTR still coexisting with MW, as both teams not really in a position to kind of pull away from this spot, as LTR's vehicle is pretty destroyed. MW just nowhere really to go here. They'll both play position 4 now, with phase 1 still starting to close. A lot more bloodshed this time around here, as we still seen 60 players at the close of phase 1. This time around, we're already down to 49, as S9 and Tog both think in the same position. In-game leader smokes the vehicle out, and then will reposition back with Tog inside the vehicle. The vehicle he was just in already lost the tire there, so thankfully enough, the team there to support and pull him away from the fight. There's S9 just not able to find the right shots. They do get the damage, and they at least allow no entry here for Tog. Both on the outside of the zone, so not a prime position, but if the zone does shift high north, S9 in a great position amongst a lot of these other teams who are looking for the pool to pull back here down more towards the Everest area, as well as the Gatka Center. However, a circle like this, very tricky to call, very troublesome for a lot of teams to read, as again, it really kind of shifts differently depending on the different angles given out throughout this entirety of the fight. GTS, good shots coming through. Yet again, no kills for this team. Again, just not in a position as much as they were the first time around, as that's Clumsy to find the last member of TPG. Again, team-on-team violence. TPG could not avoid FSI or BHE, and it just seems to be their demise. He's driving right past Clumsy. I know she's in bitch. She's like, I can't believe I just shot this man, but you know what? You got to do it here inside the tournament. And again, that's 1 kill for BHE. There's Clumsy picking up the first kill for the squad right there after a good start, almost to game number 1 off the drop there with Circle, but GTS just there to take it away from him. And now both teams, after almost a similar rotation, still very, very close to one another, but it is BHE in ultimately the better position here inside the center of the zone. Great control. The care pack going to come their way as well. And if they get control of that, that's going to be a nice position coming out from BHE after a rough first start in game number 1. And again, that's the beauty. Come back, reset, don't lose your head. And you can just be in a beautiful spot just like that for game number 2, just like the rest of these guys. Core going to look for LTR here on the rotation. Redmond and Zabu going to settle. Redmond to find the first, Zabu to find the second. Paz still up. That vehicle really not going to find it. Redmond needs one more shot to land on the LTR, but it's 2 members still up inside the vehicle, barely surviving. LTR just unfortunate on the pull up there. Good shots come through from Core to even the tide right now as they're going on 3 kills after those 2 confirmations onto LTR. Well played here thus far from Core after unfortunately losing 2 members on the Gatka pull up earlier, and really for nothing as Gatka gets shifted out. The circle does pull high north, but it's going to come back down south here as we look to LTR. Nobody does pull up. Paz still up there for his team, but he's got Machine pushing. He's going to spray with the AK, get caught by the side of the tree, and unfortunately for that tree, it is his enemy. And Z-Clan puts down the rest of LTR. 2 more kills in their bag, and that's now 4 for Z-Clan here. Looking to potentially follow up GTS's performance with those 14 kills. 4 already on the board. 44 players still alive. 13 teams remain as we look to find the victor of match number 2 here. A second chance on Erangel. A different set of circles. And it looks like we're going to get a Ruins finish right outside of Everest potentially. And that shift right here, looking for a hard shift in one direction, and the pressure will be on. But S9 and Tog, no doubt, will eventually have to come down off the top here. So again, they can set up for now, which may play for rotation kills, but unfortunately, not enough teams up here really to get those kills. So Tog, I like the positioning as Andy goes for the care package. BHE should have eyes onto that. And I believe they do, so they're looking to get some damage here. And again, we see a door here. Hopefully, yeah, there should not be a door here. Looking to find it. Andy does pull up, seeing the care package is free, but BHE with good eyes looking to find Andy OG. He's got the smoke up, gets the A-dub, and Tog somehow, some way, able to pull back here after getting the care package, and very risky to get that, but they're one of the only teams up here on the north side. So many teams on the southern part of the circle, meaning that Z-Clan, FSS, Palu will get confirmed after getting knocked by his own teammate. GTS steals that one away. There is Z-Clan now down to 3 members in a great position, but they're surrounded. To be fair, they're surrounded. That's FSS, BHE, and GTS all around them, and if the circle pulls in any direction up north, it's going to be a hard game there for Z-Clan without rotating. But it does pull in their direction. GTS having to rotate will probably send it their way, so we'll see a potential fight from that. The rotation from Toxic now having to come down off of Mount Everest there is going to be a hard rotation through BHE, through Z-Clan, past GTS, past Core. You'll have to make it this right-hand side, the east side of the zone, beautifully positioned for a lot of teams if you're looking to survive. But you know what? A lot of teams having to make a rough rotation because these teams definitely not going to move anywhere. It's going to be all these teams on the southern end of this outside circle that will have to make the rotation. They'll have to get in to either Watertown or Ruins. Again, both places still in, but it's going to be a rough rotation. It's going to come down to the IGL. It's going to come down to marking Great Pass, looking for information, finding teams here in a position where you know that you're comfortable rotating. If you see any sort of movement, send it the other direction. You don't want to see any sort of loss. S9, a little unfortunate on the pull-up. Great driving right there, coming out there from Fury. As he's going to tap the tree right there, a little bit of love, and then he's back inside of Jetpack. They will play there for now. Watertown, probably the better option, but you know what? They're playing it safe. They're going to make sure they're inside the zone that they are, and this will allow another team, potentially Tog, to pull in here as it looks like they've crossed over to the other side, but they're going to play Ruins for now. Nice movement from Tog again, right across the river. They're not going to lose much. It's not going to cost them anything. They have care package, 3 gear, and a great position going into the late game here. Phase 4 still to come here with another minute and 30 seconds here as we look actually at the fight. P7 makes the pull up onto Core's position. Both teams just been existing outside this outer part of zone here as Core with 3 kills, playing it as slow as they can. Hopefully can avoid the fight with P7 and make rotation. It would probably be the best position, but right now it's going to be a hard fight with a 2v4 and really just 1 billion to play for after P7 takes control of both the double white stacks there. Up top, also in a stalemate here, we have MW as the 2-man with OPZ, who's kind of got him pinned down for right now. Now taking out the tires right there. Speaker really not in a position to help, but he's trying to flank to at least help out Bearkai here. Anna could definitely use some help. Bearkai trying to pull away. Shots coming through. That's from third party. OPZ not even in it. That's Rokes. Should be focused on Core right in front of him, but he's looking over to the fight here. And MW and OPZs. It looks like Speaker debating on whether or not to go for this res here. It's probably not the most opportunistic idea here, but Bearkai will try to pull back here. that is going to allow OPZ the chance to either get that knock or find the knock on the Speaker right there. P7 will avoid the fight with Core here, so that is exactly what they need to just kind of find a few more placement points. As Zabu is barely inside the zone at the edge of the truck right there. It's going to be a nice move for them to just kind of exist for right now. P7 finds a kill there in the mix of MW, but it looks like Bearkai getting the chance to crawl all the way over. Speaker heavily debating this res here, but OPZ baiting that out, no doubt. Should be ready to take that kill and find Speaker, if anything. P7 with the pull-up, outer edge of the zone, right outside GTS's position. Smokes out in both plays. But who comes through? Both teams here kind of a stalemate. They're really not in a good position on either side. If Core comes alive and starts to look at GTS here, which it looks like that's exactly what's happening, it could easily be game over for GTS as they can just third-party him out. But no, shots coming through. There's Big Coder. He's going to spot out Redmond. Barely able to get behind after the knock comes through, so he is safe for res. Zabu will just exist for right now. P7 comes over. That's Embers to find Splits. Here comes Keezy. He's got good grenades in hand. He's going to look to find this other knock here with a great grenade. It's going to bounce. Is it enough to find Very? Not far enough. Very avoids the damage there. Still looking to get the res here on the Splits as he crawls back through the smoke. Another grenade to follow, but no damage to find Molly inside the smoke. As Splits will get picked up right here on P7, debating on the push. They know it's GTS. They have grenades. They have Molly's. Molly inside that front smoke as well. As both teams playing it slow. Splits is going to be picked up there for GTS. Had that got that one from the back. Zabu, let's go, baby. A second knock to come through. P7 should definitely be getting interested in getting this team out of the lobby as Splits will fall right there. Embers coming through. Nice little flank. He's going to come through. Can he spot these guys behind the rock? Looking to find Barry. He's got him. One or two more bullets. He needs 1, 2. There it is, baby. Down. Barry will fall. Coder to stick the res potentially on Splits. And it's actually Ghost there. GTS Ghost is going to get the res from the top. Here comes Keezy, baby. He's got the knock. That's now 2 members. Splits the fall again from the back. And Zabu, the absolute key factor of the fight right here. But it's P7 out on top. GTS about to fall here. As it looks like that's them to be next out in 13th. Coder in the Vic. He's out the door. He's gone, man. He stops. I don't know. He gets away for now, but from the back, it's Kiara returning the favor. Back-to-back kills on a GTS. Down and out the lobby, out in 13th. It's now 12 teams remain. As I say that, Zabu to fall. P7, thanks for the help, but Zabu out. Code Red Gaming out in 12. Back-to-back teams down and out. And we are about to see a different set of things. BHE, Onyx, Clumsy. What do we got going on over here? We're pulling up. We're killing. It's 3 kills for Onyx, 1 for Clumsy. BHE with the pull-up, baby. Z-Clan, no room to move. They lose 1 in the fight, but BHE out on top. That's Z-Clan to fall in the middle. FSS here, great position. They've got the care package just outside of their town. But right now, it's the Ruins fight. Tog, look at the position on the snow as BHE shuts it down for their positioning there. They'll hold position. FSI in the center. As you can see, quite a few other teams in the center as well. S9, great position. MW and OPZ still fighting one another. But no knocks come through. Phase 5. It's going to shift to the center. Down south. OPZ, MW still in somehow. S9 as well. Now inside the center as FSS will look to keep both Snow and Tog out of the Ruins here. A little bit of help coming out from FSI, but it's Toxic in a bad position. They're caught at the edge of the zone. Panders and Swift looking to find their way through the smoke. There's C. He's going to find Panders from the side. FSI looking down over the top. He's going to get the knockdown. It comes through. Swift, unfortunate. He's got the smokes. He was trying to stick the res, but Panders just not in the smoke. He will fall right there. FSI, credit for that kill. The pull up sounding like it's happening from Tog as they want to reposition to potentially take over FSI's position from the back. MW Speaker, baby. He's going to take down OPZ. Bearkai is lost in the mix, but they come out on top after a very patient game here. S9 now taking a position. Looks like for P7, they've lost 1. Fury to fall. Rokes to come through. They had top 5 last game. Looking to find another top 8 inside the center of the zone, but positioning coming from all over as it's just Speaker left up for MW. Yet again, the solo squad wipe onto OPZ. It seems like it's just one member for MW to come through. Swift denying any further kills for any of these teams. Takes a grenade, cooks it up. Toxic's out in 9th. Unfortunate for that team, but nowhere to go. He wants to make sure he keeps this fair, and that right there is a veteran play. Denying points inside of a league like this, respect to Toxics there, baby. S9 pulls away. They do find their way away from P7, as it's now BHE to come up. Keezy trying to find a head of Clumsy there, but it's Embers from the side. Rokes to do the damage. Clumsy was very persistent in that fight. However, it's P7 to come out on top. Now 7 kills in game number 2. Rokes is knocked, but nobody in a position to steal this kill away. So that's going to be P7 reset, full 4. FSS still 4 all the way up. And this team looking to go back-to-back here potentially. It's just 1 kill. They come alive in the late game here. Davin to find FSI. Tog with a great pull-up. FSI to fall. Down and out goes goes FSI. Again, after they won the fight there against TPG, they find their way into 7th. Now FSS looking to deal some damage here from Snow. Arminus has fallen. Andy OG from the side takes that one for TOG. Takeover game and takes the kill. And it's now Snow in a position to not find themselves potentially in the next zone. But they have cover for now. Tog looks onto this, but they don't see Snow. They're not looking in this direction. So somehow he's going to get the chance to heal up. Andy OG looking to find the head. Snow to be knocked by Kiara. And it looks like it's going to be FSS to potentially take the remaining 2 members of Snow out. No place to go in the next zone here. Antology, FSS, what do you got for us? Snow to be confirmed. And GOG takes credit for that one. Good shot coming out from Anto right there. That is beautifully placed as Snow down and out in 6th. Almost yet again inside the top 4, but just shy. FSS pulls back to the 6-pack there as Tog has good angles. They're going to find Kiara slipping here. Good shots from C, but not able to find the knock. Now they will be inside the vehicles, and they're going to full send it, crash onto that position, and keep them out. Finds the tire. He's going to take that, denying the rotation from FSS, making it that much more challenging. However, it's P7, still no contenders in this part of the zone, making their way towards speakers. I believe they hear shots from the back, have not spotted them out thus far, but they're looking to find that potential damage and get that last member of MW out, as again, this is the second time as a 3-man, this time inside the top 5, 3 kills on board, and MW looking to potentially put up some more points here in game 2. 2 more games still to come, 1 on Miramar, and we'll finish off the day on Erangel. As always, we love to finish off on the green map here on the CC Exclusives channel. You know how we do. S9 still up 2 kills inside, yet again the top 5. They're making position. This team has positioned themselves at least to find points every game, and consistency is definitely what keeps you up inside the top numbers. So well played thus far from S9, MW as well. These teams inside the Challengers League really giving everybody a run for their money, and you don't know who to watch out for. Thus far, it has been a fantastic watch. There has been a lot of teams in play that have kind of really showed out here, and it's only day number 1. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot to be adjusted. There's a lot to be considered. So again, look forward to day number 2 with a completely different set of plays here and a completely different mindset, probably for a lot of these teams. As FSS coming off the victory, they're going to position themselves in, but it's Tog from the side, already angles onto the rotating FSS Everest to potentially be shot. Good shots from Dave. Look at that Xbox Series X upgrade right there. Come on, baby. Who doesn't love a good Xbox right there? Love to see it. Dave, good shots coming through. In-game leader looking to do some more damage as Everest gonna get knocked from Keezy over there. P7, third-party damage yet again. They will confirm Everest. There's Tog having to pull back there. Kills in the bag there now for P7, as this is Tog still with 6 up. Back-to-back games inside the top 8 yet again, at least with 6 kills. And yet again, we talk about that consistency. This is the team. Back-to-back games. We love to see it. Hopefully to see even more coming through. Tog rotating in, 6 still to come. Antology, the last one we're up for. FSS, and after a great run thus far, looks like it's going to be cut short here from P7 to the edge of the ridge. Antology safe for now, but P7 has his number. He'll be calling very, very soon. Hopefully not out in 4th. Can another team be defeated before P7 decides to push onto that 1 member left up there for FSS? Antology, man. And he's going to see some more placement. The circle does favor him. As you can look down there on the bottom right-hand side, he's right at the top side of that north part of the zone. Tog still at the east, and P7 at the west. It's MW and S9 having to make position into this next zone and potentially to see the next bit of the lobby. It's a lot. It's a lot. Not going to be an easy rotation here, fellas. Hate to see it. Dape didn't really get a chance to talk to this, but unfortunately ATL just not able to make the roster, just not able to fulfill here inside. Dape going to join S9 here in the roster. Love to see the update. Dape just having some unlucky luck there at the end of the day. Gets a chance to join another team, still participating inside the league. Happy to see Dape and happy to see S9 with a new member here inside, as that's Tog. They're going to find both S9 members there inside that little crevice. C going to find Fox a little bit too high up there, as Dape will stick the res almost immediately. Speaker to be taken down from Entels. At least S9 able to survive inside the top 4. That's one more point for placement as C. He's going to find Dape. Shots to come through. Both players from S9 moving forward. The zone right on their back as it's slowly but surely coming in. Andy OG to find Entels. And this is Tog doing bits. Rokes bandying what he can. The grenade a little bit too shy to do damage, and it's going to pass him. Entels with some good smokes to be covered for right now. Should be safe for res, as Keezy at the base of the rock should be looking to hold the push from in-game leader. He's going to spot one angle, but from the other side, here comes in-game leader, the IGL, looking to potentially push through the smoke to find Keezy. Keezy hears the footsteps, gets the 1v1, lines him up, the barrel spray to come through, confirming his kill as well. 10 kills now for P7 on the killing spree. Looking for the dominating performance if they can close out the rest of the lobby here. They need to come through. The res is stuck there, as that's going to be all P7 back on their feet. Antology to be taken out from Davum. Tog with 3 members left up, 7 kills, 3 more to find that killing spree for their team as well. They have S9 here to do the damage as C does find another knock onto Dape. Fox there for the res. Down and out, P7 to find C. Or excuse me, to find Andy OG. That's now Keezy, knock for knock. Tog with just 2 up. Fox still up for S9. It's a 3. No, it's a 4v1v1 as I say that. Down and out goes S9. It's 2 members left up for Tog. We've got 2. As the res does come through earlier for Tog. It's now in a place here where we have both C and Davum making the rotation out. It's a very short play. It's a wide spread, but it's 4 members up for P7 after a dominating performance thus far. These remaining 2 kills will add him up to 14. As he's looking to find Davum, Broken trying to find the spray. Entels will look to the side right there. He's going to open up C right there. Tog losing 1 more member. It's just Davum left up with that Series X. Is the Series X enough to take on the 1v4 for P7? He's going to spray them SK shots, trying to find the knock, but it's not there. He's going to smoke out, trying to buy himself some time here. All he could really hope to get out of a situation like this is a knock. And maybe a confirmation there. He does get good shots on a Rokes. Catches him standing still right there, not able to find the knock. Now finds Keezy. What a play coming out from Davum. He's holding all of P7 left to right, back to back. He's going to get the knock onto Keezy. Now he's looking to find the rest of P7, but Entels just threw the smoke with a little bit of help from Rokes. G to the G's. Tog, Takeover Gaming, unfortunately took it over in the end there. That right there is a well-played victory for P7, 14 kills. And the victory for P7. That's 24 points. Looking to match that game after FSS follows up with 19. Back-to-back great games here. Different teams inside the top. And that's a Challenger League for you, baby. Who's to come through in games 3 and 4. As we have 2 games still to come. Don't go nowhere.
Never switch lanes on my job every day, cause it's hard not to see. I came up in a big way, and I hardly ever sleep, but it's like a dream. I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up from. Go hard, young, go hard. They let you in the game, better play your part. Go hard, young, go hard. And if you win the game, might as well play smart. Cause I seen niggas fall like paper. Got money, seen friends turn haters. Got money, minor league turn major. Got money, white people turn neighbors. Meet a girl, teach her how to roll papers. 6 months, 3 whips, so player. Run my town like the mayor. I run my town, bitch, I'm like the mayor. Yeah, I'm straight, never switch lanes on my job every day, cause it's hard not to see. I came up in a big way, and I hardly ever sleep, but it's like a dream. I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up. I don't wanna wake up from, don't wanna wake up from. I can take you up high It's what you want, hit it once, and you won't let go. Hell no, that you leave
All right, everybody, and here we are back for game number 3, our first and only match on Miramar. This time around, we do 3 Erangels, 1 Miramar. We will end the day off on Erangel, of course, but we have 2 matches in the books for Challenger League Season 2, both on Erangel, back-to-back, and then you know what? It was a different circle for both maps and different teams inside the top 5, exactly what I was hoping for off the rip, and you know what? I hope to see that much more confusion, difference, as I like to see the mix-up, different teams showing up here. This is a chance for everybody to get their feet, and that's exactly what's happening thus far. A few different teams finding some kills there in game number 2 that weren't able to find kills or rotation in game number 1, as it looks like we have BHE dropping in with OPZ. This one a little bit more mixed up. Miramar a little bit harder to kind of spread out, even though it's bigger. A lot of teams have areas they like to go to, but it's GTS. They're going to get into it right off the bat with Tog. Ghost to find the first knock and finish on the in-game leader, and now from the grave, he'll be able to IGL the team, hopefully, to victory here. 3 members left up. Potentially, this is a team that you want to maybe take the fight later on in the game, and again, both teams higher up on the leaderboard. These teams want to get each other out, but again, you have to see how much high risk, high reward, or is it low risk, low reward to take this fight onto GTS or onto TOG, because at this time, you've already lost 1. You've had back-to-back games inside the top 6. You probably want to see that again going into game 3, so I'd hate to see either of these teams to be out, but you know what? That's the name of the game here inside of the Battle Royale. We'll see who comes out on top in Picado, let them get their loot, and just kind of coexist for now. Over to the top, we'll pay some love here to NFS, FSS as well, as both these teams here out of El Zahar looking to find loot and then leave. These teams don't look interested in fighting at all, so far away from the zone. The potential for them to fight is probably less and less as I say that. Shots coming through with the Vecchi spraying out there. Maybe just testing some fire there. I don't actually see damage coming through. Oh, I lied. Arminis spots him out there at the time. He's going to take the jump down and around, looking to have NFS potentially get some shots in the air, but Arminis does make his way away from both members of NFS. So as I say, the fight isn't going to break out. Maybe this fight happens. Tog looking like they are pulling away from the fight with GTS after the first loss. They're probably the smartest move. They're at the north side of the circle, and there's a lot of circles still to play with. Just let's see what we got. 6 teams in this circle. It's been a rough circle for a lot of teams. Rotation is tough on day number 1, let me tell you. There it is, P7 inside Monty after the victory here. Entels, Rokes, Embers, and Keezy, and you know what? Giving this chance a team to showcase themselves. We're looking at P7. Keezy was in as the IGL last season, so we've seen him managing No Mercy, but No Mercy disbanded. They don't really play as much. They're not as consistent as P7, and hopefully P7 will kind of remain with the clan tags. We've seen these guys in a couple events here, but Keezy, just kind of doing bits here at the last few days to get these teams up. I wanted him to have the same chance as everybody else because he was a captain inside the Challenger League Season 1, but just did not have the team to fill. So he was able to put together a team. They do find a victory here inside Challenger League, and you know what? We'll look to see if they can continue to keep that performance up. They were in top 5, finishing off of League number 1. So Season 1 went well for No Mercy, but however, after disbanding, P7 looking to follow up, maybe with the victory here inside the top 3, or maybe another top 5 performance. We'll have to see what Keezy and the rest of P7 have cooked up after the victory there. Talk here on the end. It looks like Davam and C are going to spot out GTS, waiting to potentially gatekeep them here at the edge of zone. And apologies, muted there for a second. We are back here for BHE to make that rotation. FSS and NFS both here at the top for El Azahar. Will make that rotation away. No losses to come through. Just a couple of pop shots on one another. So that rotation a little bit more dull. No losses coming through. 62 players still up. Tog, the only member still to lose, or the only team to lose a player here. And it looks like that's going to be a still fighting in Picado. These teams don't want to rotate out, and somehow, some reason, they're going to continue to make this fight. Wiki TV in the house, baby. Help this man get that partner push. He's on the grind here in the start of the season here. Wiki TV, baby. Hope you're doing well, man. Shout out, Wiki. Shout out to the fam there, man. Cheeks, get it in here. Cheeks, cheeks, and more cheeks. Get active, baby. Wiki, hope you're out there having a great day, man. Be sure to support Wiki out there in his push for partner. He's super close. He's been grinding super hard, and we hope to give that man some love. Appreciate you being here, mate. Shots coming through. That's LTR. Look like they're falling through. It's now the knock on to nobody. Dape coming through. S9, baby. Coming out on top. Fox, Green Dot, and Dape, all members of S9 working together methodically to take down LTR there. No loss comes through as the rest on Dape is good. A newer team here, still performing well. As we watch LTR kind of pull back here. Swift gonna survive for the team. But that's just it. LTR yet again caught out on rotation, and it's just a little, it's tough. Rotation, again, being a key factor. Not so much the talent on the teams. It comes down to how you rotate and how you play, whether it be fight or flight. And that might have been a chance where they may have just decided to flight rather than fight, and then they could have potentially been in that better position to take that fight later on. But here in the first circle, before phase even closes, that's going to be LTR losing 3 members, still with 1. Hopefully to find some placement and some points later on in the game. TPG, after the rough rotation they suffered in game 2 here, they're looking to take good position here early on, centered up, not having to worry about any bridges, any water, just a potential crash. This is Snow looking to find Toxic up the hill. They've got the first knock already on to Liam here. Oh, man, that was risky business right there. Swift almost got taken out by the vehicle. That was all too close there, man. Sly would have felt super bad for that as, sends the vehicle down the hill. Toxic nowhere to go. Here comes Stelios pushing up the hill, trying to confirm, but he hears the shots from the remaining 2 members of Toxic. Sly still over the top, has to be careful. Snow, he's going to open up. Stelios gets the spray, just can't control. Will find the knock on the Panda, just ran to Snow. Going to knock Sly, confirming that one as well. Over the top, from the behind, and around. Toxic is going to fall right there. Snow out on top, taking down Toxic. Toxic down and out in 16th there. GTS here in the rotation. They are going to find their way finally away from Tog. Looking like they no longer want to pop shots and share Picado. They will find their way away from the fight there, but GTS stopping here at the top. They'll be able to see Tog and where they rotate to. So again, keeping that information may be a key factor playing in here for the late game. S9 after coming 3 kills here onto LTR, just kind of sitting tight here waiting for the phase 1 to close before making any further rotation. That's a comfortable way to sit after finding those 3 kills here right off the rotation. They'll be able to wait for that circle to shift. It has shifted towards Los Leones, so now you can make the decision as to where you want to play, south or north. It's set it up for now, but we don't see too many finishes in Los Leones, but the potential for it to finish there now is huge. But it's phase 2, so the phase still the shift there is going to be a whole lot. We'll have to wait for phase 5, and then we'll have a little bit more information as to where we'll finish for now. For now, it's about getting yourself in for rotation kills. It's about centering yourself up, and it's about finding that comfort on Miramar. Again, we only have we only have 6 matches all around on Miramar, so you only have so much to play and so much to figure out here. Unlike other maps like Erangel, for instance, we have so many more times to adjust and to make the right moves. You have one Miramar each day. So again, you have one chance to perform and one chance to make adjustments every day. Whereas Erangel, we have 3 maps. So again, it's a little bit more consistent for some teams and a little bit more comfortable for some teams. But again, Miramar seeming to be a different rotation, or seeming to be a different ball game for a lot of teams here. We'll have to see how they do make the most of it. Teams rotating in there. You can see right behind Team 7 here. You can see NFS chasing them in. Shots coming through. They may get the damage here as S9 after good kills. They're in a bad spot. Shots for shot coming through on both ends as they're just trailing one another here. S9 will stop. Ready to take the shots. NFS as well. Both teams ready to take the fight. And here they come pressuring up the hill. It's 2 members for NFS. It's 2 members for S9. Rotters and the rest of the other 2 members for NFS. Stop. Pull up. And now they have S9 surrounded. Fury caught out. Green dot as well. And I like the play they set up to get the 2 members. But NFS just swarms surrounding S9 there. And they lose 2 members, unfortunately, on that rotation. NFS just hungry for those kills. Get both the knocks, both the confirmations, and that's now 2 more in the backpack there. S9 still with 2 up here. It's Dape and Fox. They're right outside course position, but they have a great position. Had they made that rotation as the full 4-man, that right there could have been the move, but unfortunately it cost them 2, and now phase 2, just a rough time for S9 here. BHE here to the south. They'll be playing the same way as TPG. Both teams here really existing. Yet again, back-to-back games. Do you see a FSI, a BHE, another mix-up here? These teams, man, are not leaving each other alone. I don't know what's happening here. They're so close. Sometimes you just see teams like that, right, where it just happens that certain teams just seem to rotate and seem to think like one another, and that's just how BHE and TPG is. Just like we've seen GTS and FSS, they make a lot of similar decisions, I think. Not so much here on Miramar, as you can see they're kind of split, but Erangel, back-to-back games, we've seen those 2 teams really, really close to one another here, and just kind of similar thought processes. And again, that being only so many different directions, there's a million options, but sometimes there's only so many options that will work, so teams consider those same options, and we do see a lot of teams start to bump into one another. But 10 seconds to see phase 3. Curious to see where we shift as Tog will pull up here, gain control here of the 2 warehouses just outside the south end of Los Leones. There, S9 just outside their position with Z-Clan there as well. Both Tog and Z-Clan, though, pushed outside the zone, leaving S9 with the potential pressure from both these teams. Core going to be coming in from the top of Los Leones down here to the south. And again, we don't see a whole lot of shifts where we get that Los Leones in play, so it does pull down south here, leaving us a very familiar finish for a lot of these teams down on this part of Miramar here. So again, FSI set it up beautifully, looking to find them late game points. Not a whole lot off the rip, but this is MW in a position to potentially get these rotation kills here at the edge. They're looking to find teams rotating maybe over there at the top, because a lot of teams do also like to play this mountaintop where you see rotating kills the same way that MW is kind of playing for right now. So I like to see it, teams setting up not only for wins, but setting up for rotation kills, looking to potentially catch themselves up here to some of these other teams here who have had some good games here in games 1 and 2. Still very early on into the competition, 3-week league, as this is day number 1. One more day in this week. It'll be on Thursday, same time, same place. Hope to see everybody back here in that sense. And again, sorry for the little bit of comm difficulties a little bit earlier, but we were kind of setting a few things up. Family had come home. Have kids, man. It's fun, they said. Love my kids to death, man. That's my life right there. As much as this community means to me, my kids are my world, man. Got to stop, take a little bit of time to do that. So appreciate all you guys lurking. Appreciate the shout out. Appreciate the love, Wiki. Appreciate all you guys inside the chat and hitting that follow, hitting that lurk, hitting that host. You guys are freaking amazing. Hope everybody out there is having a fantastic day. Stay cool in this cold weather, as there's again snow on the ground for me. I'm sure it's out there for everybody else. Cold crew kind of weather, baby. NFS on the rotation after doing the damage to S9 earlier. The payback to come through Core to do the damage. Both players for NFS take it down. It's just now 2 left for NFS after a tough rotation. You hate to see it paid back in full, but sometimes that's just the way that karma works. Well played from NFS thus far. The rotation really not more that they could do to take it in, except for getting out of the vehicles and walking up, but they do make it in, at least as a two-man, two-shot off the back of the vehicle, and that's the unfortunate part about the clown car and about having that kind of vehicle where you have two players on the back and no cover. G to the G's right there, both ripped off the back, and NFS regrouping as the two, going to be on the bike, and they'll position away from Core and away from GTS, but it's Redmond looking to position in, maybe spotting Splits out right there, and realizing there's players inside, but Splits should get some comms here from Redmond there. He's going to hear those footsteps. OPZ runs right into P7. Embers and Keezy take credit for those 2 kills right there. As OPZ, our second team to fall here on Miramar, as we have 14 teams now remaining here. A wild start here thus far. The circle's a very, very crazy phase. Going to shift yet again down to the south, pulling even further away from Los Leones now, as we have TPG, Stelios, and the rest of his team for Snow. FSI shifted out of the center, now more to the north side, and that's 5 different teams having to make the rotation here to the north side of the zone or deep wrap into the next zone. FSS pushed out as well after back-to-back tough games. The rotation for FSS going to be troublesome to find moves into this next zone, as we have BHE down to the south. No real contenders in their zone. They're comfortable with the rotation not having to be made by them, and they'll be sitting there at least into phase 5 for that next zone shift. Ran to Snow, and the rest of Snow position here on the east side. They're playing tight as well. No pressure coming from the backside. Wide open for this team. It's MW taken down a GTS. That Splits to be taken down. Very now to fall. Core looking in on the fighter, but no real action to get into it, as that's Aviator to confirm as well. GTS now losing 2 members here. What are we seeing after a great game from GTS in game number 1? Starting to fall apart here. Good shots from Ghost. He's going to knock Zabu from the back. Not even in the fight with MW. He's going to turn and fire, get that knock from the side. Here comes Speaker. Ghost to fall. GTS with just 1 member left up. Coder could have easily spotted that out, but now he's on the rotation away from the fight. Again, looking to secure some more points for GTS, just not in the way that they had hoped, I'm sure, off the rip. Solo Survivor, a big Coder, the team cap, looking to potentially put some points on the board. There's only 1 kill, and there's 6 teams still to fall ahead of him, even if he wants to see 1 point even for placement. Core making the rotation in. MW right over the top. And you know what? With that pull up from MW, I don't see GTS getting into this one. Unfortunately for them, MW set up for the kills. They want nothing to do with the rotation yet. They want everything to do with getting that kill on Decoder. He's going to deny that point, baby. Yeah, you're not getting into that one, GTS. No way, no how. I don't see any vehicles in the vicinity. MW spread out. Coder's just existing. Forget about me, man. Just leave me alone, he's saying. Just leave me. Ooh, Bearkai from the side, and a nice shots, girl. Down and out, GTS in 14th. That's MW. Credit for those kills, and Core a little bit of help from the side as they do pull up here into S9's position. Date has been taken down, confirmed as well. Fox, the solo survivor for his team. Can he potentially get some third-party damage here? Zabu going to find Aviator. Looking to confirm the kill. Ralzo does get it. Fox having to move as the zone starts to come in. Yapsy will find Zabu trying to come through as MW returns the favor, knock for knock. Is that enough to buy them time to come in, as it's 2 members left up for MW? Core still with 3 up. They're looking to take down Fox. Ralzo does find the final few shots with the AK as S9 down and out in 13th. Ralzo to look for those final few. Can't find MW rotating over the top. Both teams now looking to find their way in. Back to another fight. It's Tog denied. Santa finds a knock. C already down. Davum left up again for TOG. It's shots for Master. Not to find the knock. Machine looking to pressure up as Master gets the reload. Davum cooks up the grenade. He's going to toss it. Ooh, just shy. Avoids the damage. Somehow a little bit less cooked. That would have been 2 players potentially down for Z-Clan as Davum looks to stick the res. He's going to throw some smoke out. Denying the push. Looking up top to find Machine. He's going to spot him out. Gets the shots to come through. He's peeking Machine. Heavy shots. But no knock just yet, as it's now Master right outside the molly to find the potential knock in the door, but it's not there. Master creeping his way in, looking to find Davum here at the edge. Oh my god, the consistency. He just stayed there, pressuring the same spot, shooting. He finds the head of Davum there, and that's GG's. TOG down and out in 12th. Z-Clan out on top. Core with the pressure. Swift surviving there to the side. BHE gets some shots onto FSS, I believe. over here as well. That's MW. Already a knock onto FSI, but the res in play. As it's back to the fight there. Let's actually go back to Core. Core is about to take down he's about to take down the Z Clan potentially. There's a lot of fighting going on in this phase 5 move, ladies and gentlemen. Knock for knock coming through here for Core's Machine. For Ralza, it's 3v3, but now 3v2 with that knock is Palu looking to potentially find this res onto Z Clan. No, he's looking to find it. Redmond again, knock for knock. It's just Redmond left up here for Core. Surviving for the time being as he does find the knock on to Santa, trading the shots here now onto Palu. Redmond, excellent performance thus far. Not really going to be able to get the reses onto his team. BAG, baby, comes through. FSS, one of our top teams, taken down by BAG as Palu caught inside the zone. Redmond about to do the damage as well for Core. Core about to take Z-Clan out of the lobby as he confirms his kill there. Rawls will go down into the zone right there. Z-Clan gets the res on the Machine. Still up 2 members, but it's BAG. Good shots for them as they take down FSS there at the bottom. Well played from them. The res coming through onto both players. Can they potentially move forward into this next zone? FSI is still holding the pressure here from MW. NFS wants to get involved in this as well as both teams have to make the rotation into that zone right there. Shep trying to figure out what to do for his team. It's Kong trying to get the 1v1. Bearkai opens up over the top right there. Gets the knock. Confirming the kill comes through, and MW playing great as a team right there. 2v1 Shep. They get Kong, confirm that kill, and it's now just cannon fodder here to the top. Rotters ready inside of, I believe, the bunker to get that kill. That's credit there for NFS, the last member of FSI, down and out in 10th. 9 teams remain. Moving into phase 6, about to close down towards the bottom right there. TPG in the center, still all 4 members up. Looks like the pressure coming in from Snow, but there's third-party shots potentially to come through from MW. And, oh man, BHE yet again from the bottom. Shots come through as Onyx going to take down Monkey. TPG losing 1 in that fight. A little bit too extended out of the compound. BHE does great work with that third-party angle as they're going to now be on 5 kills after that knock and confirmation comes through. Action is about to go off, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, that's going to be Swift to find the last 2 members of Z-Clan. Does put some points on the board. There is Snow looking to find the last member of MW. Does that, and that's MW falling as well. Back-to-back team wipes. There's 7 teams now remain as Snow does make the push here onto TPG's compound. Stelio's there for the hold. LTR somehow still alive. 3 kills in the bag here as he's just managing to find kill after kill here onto teams just unsuspectingly with the solo wipes here. Well played thus far from Swift. Can he see even more placement points as he's got 3 kills and 4 total points thus far in game 3 here. We're going to find a TPG hole in the window there. He's looking to find some shots coming out. He's got Snow inside the shack right in front of him. Ooh, a hard peek coming out from Snow. Catches McLovin. Lacking. The helmet comes off. Ran to Snow. Running to the push right there. JSK around the building and gets surrounded by all 3 members of the Snows clan through the door. Bredders is going to fall right there, and just excellent work coming out from Snow as they surround TPG, taking the 4v3 in control now of this compound. The last hard-covered compound in the zone, it's BHE getting into it with P7. P7 running through, clumsy. He's going to fall, or she's going to fall right there as that's Embers confirming that kill after Entels gets the knock right there. Kizza still up after getting the res here onto Onyx, giving BHE the chance to reset. Can they still hold P7 out? As Swift going to confirm Snow right there. Man, LTR just not done in this lobby. He's doing absolute work for LTR. Now inside the top 5, 4 kills on the board, and that is points to definitely be considered there for LTR. If you're not looking at points like that and you're not scoring points like LTR when you have nothing on board, what are you doing inside this lobby? Great plays from LTR. Even as the solo, he's still racking up them points. 11 teams now remain as we have BHE starting to get surrounded. P7 looking to overlook this team. Hopefully third party does come through to help BHE as they're just kind of holding the rock for right now. Nowhere really to go. There's so much open field behind them. And it's going to take a lot of smokes to get out of the position for right now. Hopefully enough. The ridge is enough cover as it seems to be Snow kind of looking down onto P7's position. They had to be very, very careful of Swift there in the back, as I believe Snow does just get wind that he's there. Still not able to find the angle to at least get that knock. So it's going to allow Swift the potential rat spot still inside that zone as phase 7 shifts LTR still inside. Snow as well. Proven going to have to make his way forward. And then BHE and P7 are definitely going to have to fight before making rotation into the next zone here. No way, no how are these teams both going to make it into this next zone. Coming up over the top, let's actually get some high angles here. As you can see, left-hand side of the screen, there's Snow. 3 players still up after Awards was taken away there from Swift. LTR, deep rotation. He's finding his way towards BHE, and honestly, he should probably focus more on doing damage to P7, but in the position that he's in, it looks like he's going to actually do more damage to BHE than he will to P7. So BHE going to have to be very, very careful as there comes Entels pulling down Swift. Jump Scotland just trying to find some information. He looks towards Snow. There's BHE. Actually going to find Swift, so they're going to give the information to Swift. Almost get the knock. Honestly, that was a beautiful heady. Heading him right there in the back of the head. You see the shot coming through. Almost a follow-up, and that would have been it for LTR, but somehow he's going to get down. Nice cover taken from Swift. Is that Swift to find Roach? There he is, going to help out BHE as Onyx is going to get knocked right there. Confirmed as well. It's still Kizza up with that VSS as Entel's looking to find Kizza here. Roach will fall right there. Good help from LTR. Now from the back, he's going to look to find Kizza here. The Molly just shy of his position as well. Kizza trying to find his way down and around the mountain. He does, but that's all he's going to be able to play for right now. Micro Uzi VSS in play here for Kizza. How is he going to come over to the top? He's going to spot out with Entels to find the next knock. Kizza still to fall right there. And now from the side, it's going to be LTR. Here's Swift. Looking to be in the top 3, baby. 5 kills. Shout out to LTR. Shout out to Swift. This is plays if I've ever seen him as a solo. You lose your whole team on rotation. You don't give up hope. You find 5 kills, and you're now inside the top 3. You can't even count him out for the victory yet either. As you can see, he's going to spot out Stelios. Tries to spread him through the grass. Good shot. Just one more needed, and Stelios would have fallen right there as Swift is going to switch over to the mini, but no, the knock comes through. Keezy able to steal that last bit of damage and confirming that kill right there. That puts Snow down to just 2 members left up with P7 fighting the fight here to make the rotation, and 7 kills only this time around, but yet again, back-to-back good games. Do we see back-to-back chicken dinners here for P7, or is it Snow or the independent LTR to come through and take the game away from P7? He's done damage thus far. He's not done just yet. He's got util still to play, 2 lethal grenades still to find some damage as well, but only 1 first aid, so he's going to have to be careful. There's Randa Snow, finds Keezy. P7 with just 2, so this is even in the field here. As good dancing moves coming out here from Swift. He's got the plays. He's going to find his way down and around. There's the Ridge 2 cover full right now, and Swift inside that zone. Well played. He's going to be able to sit here for now, hoping that P7 and Snow get into it, but the res already good onto Keezy as Peasy. P7, excuse me, Peasy as Peasy does get this res here. They're still going to play it slow. They're not inside the zone. They'll have to move forward with no real cover, a few trees, and a little bit of ridge there. But Snow slowly but surely moving his way up. He's looking to find whatever lethal utility he can toss probably onto that one position that P7 is at. He's scouting. He's not moving carelessly, so he should be able to potentially find a knock here. He's going to switch out to those grenades. He is going to set up for that lethal util as he looks to find P7. That one actually going to probably bounce off the tree. No, just through the tree. Snow, good knock there. That's Embers now falling. P7 just can't keep their head down. Here comes phase 8. They are inside the zone right where they're at, so they're going to be able to play this position for right now. However, if they don't start to
Especially not over us. How many people do you know? How many people do you know that can say that? Never have I ever switched sides on my roles, especially not over hoes. How many people do you know? How many people do you know that can say that? Switched up on your real friends, probably thought you were a big shot. Don't know who to trust, and it ain't enough. All the money in the world could've saved you from long nights and them cold days, reminiscing on the old days. Don't know what it was, but it felt so right. Now everything's different and we both know why. Yeah, it's just typical. See them change on each other and then hit the road. Ain't nothing I ain't did before. Everybody got different goals.
All right, everybody, back for that fourth and final match of the night. Hope y'all are enjoying a little bit of a switch up in between games here. Rather than that like upbeat, like up pop type style, we're switching it up, giving you a little bit more something to groove to in between games here, just to try to keep things interesting. And, you know, like I said, it's more my style, more my type of music here for you guys. So, again, hope you're enjoying the tunes in between sessions. Back for game number 4 here. Challenger League season number 2, baby. 3 different victors, 3 different matches. In match number 4, we're looking to find another victor here and potentially see 4 different victors inside of day number 1. So much still to come. 5 days still remain after we finish off today. So don't be settled. Don't be humbled by today's performance. There is still 5 more days over the next 3 weeks to come. So please stay tuned. Get your squad locked in, and you know what? Cheer them on. After the performances we've seen in these end game circles, these teams really deserve it. They are putting on fantastic performances. They are bringing the heat. They are not stopping until they get the chicken dinner. The 1v3 we just seen there from DJ O Snow himself. Man, just absolute madness coming off right off the bat. Here's NFS. They're going to single out Santa. He's getting the 1v1. We got a Tommy gun versus the Bison, baby. It is that SMG v SMG. Santa is going to take it down to Rotters. I don't even think he's got a gun, so, you know, not in a position to help his teammate out. He's going to pull back. He looks to do some damage, but you know what? Nothing you can do with no guns. Pull back, reset, and that's Santa. 1 kill on to NFS right off the rip. He's going to open up with the Tommy yet again, looking to find another knock, but just not there. Z-Clan, first kill of the last match here. OPZ, a little bit more friendly of a circle, if I'm to say the least here. I'm not going to say it's the best circle, because there's a lot of things that could happen between the north and the south end here, but you know what? Not the worst zone for a lot of the teams to make rotation in. Much like game 1, it's going to be a lot of rotation for these teams, but a little bit more comfortable, I think, in understanding where teams, want to play. TPG, yet again, making that early rotation. They don't want to get caught up or caught with their pants down, so here they are already on the rotation. You can see Red Monkey looking to potentially find his way. He's just got a shotgun, no vest on. You risky little bastard. Look at you go, man. No vest on him, no helmet on. He's just flying through the ruins, over the hills, and through the mountains. Monkey scouting out, getting some position for his team. Doesn't even need a vest to do it. Swift here for Toxic after the game they just had, looking to have a better game in the 4th match of the night. We've seen some excellent plays come out from Swift in past events here, so definitely not unlikely that he can turn up, still perform, and, you know, end up taking home a chicken dinner. I've seen these guys do well in various events as well, so to see Toxic kind of struggling as well as a few other teams here, again, it just comes down to those adjustments we talked about in game number 1. You need to make the necessary adjustments, realizing where teams drop. You have to understand that sometimes there's nothing you could do. The circle was out-favored and was kind of out of your reach, so when you come back, you know, you come back day number 2, new mindset, change the drop, try the drop, maybe you get a different circle, and maybe it just ends up working in your favor. There is GTS Ghost yet again. Take it down here early on. BHE, credit for that one. Radish going to take him down, finds him out. Hey, you know what? BHE celebrating about that one. He's like, you know what? There's that payback. You guys got us game number 1. Here, there's that payback for game 4 here. We'll trade for trade. BHE, GTS, creating a little bit of a rivalry amongst one another, and especially with their drop spots being so close to one another. This is a rivalry I think we'll see here on Erangel kind of creating itself lowly before we even know it here. So you can see good you know, just team fights coming out. catch back up to the speed of things here. We can see Core making the rotation as well. They're going to drive right past TPG, who's set up for the rotation kills. They're just not there to get a micro Uzi. Predators, what are you doing? He's got a micro Uzi and a shotgun. This man is absolutely cracked. Looking to catch him slipping. It's just not going to happen. Two members sitting there waiting for the shots to open up with the micro, but no real damage to be done in that situation. Love to see the play, though. Love to see the play. Micro Uzi in play, shotgun in play, TPG now taking a chance to actually get some real loot here. Again, they just kind of sent it early to these locations to make sure that I think they have position over loot. So right now they prioritize the rotation over getting that loot, and we'll see if it does end up paying off. And we see TPG inside that late game as Core gonna get pushed off positioning here. Good shots coming out there from Monkey, at least keeping Core on rotation. We're also down there at the bottom as well, allowing this team potentially to reset and take over the Blues. Good central control coming out from Core thus far. They need to have themselves a good game here to finish off the night, going into day number 2 with a little bit more confidence. And the switch up to the roster right there really may be the huge change here. Everybody's so worried about traits coming in. We haven't even seen the traits appearance there on the Core. So again, you sometimes just have to realize how much it actually doesn't cost these teams to just have one player. And you know what? We're just doing what we can to make the best work for everybody. As Snow down to 3 members. Weren't able to get the 4th in, playing as a 3-man here in the 4th and final game after a chicken dinner right there. It's just going to be DJO, Awers, and Stelios here, hoping to take home the chicken dinner here. FSS, after losing out to BHE earlier, looking a little bit safer rotation. They're going to drive right past BHE yet again. Armin is creeping. He's going to scout out and see some heads. How about he gone? He is going to pull up here, however, right outside of GTS's position. Very should be ready to meet him there. 2 members for FSS, actually. Oh, man. Not a place that you wanted to stop there, but Armin is creeping up. He's going to spot out. Hey, we got players here, players here, players here. Comms, good comms, good comms. Let's go. Nate's being cooked up. Very to come through. Gets the 1v1. Kiaro is going to get the knockdown. Armin has to come through to confirm. He should spot out Kodo, but he's going to confirm. GTS about to lose 2. Not in a place to get the rest. The rest of FSS does pull up here, so they group up as the full 4. They're starting to surround this hillside. And that's GTS just down to 2. It's Big Coder and Split still up for the squad. And yet again, just struggling here in the rotation. They're going to set up. They find Armin, and shots coming through in, helping the teammate away right there. That is good shots back-to-back from both teams. No knock to come through, but however, good teamwork on both ends. Splits inside the vehicle. Is going to pull past Coder to get to the compound here. Is that enough smoke for Coder to get away here? Anthology should see him if he continues to run forward, but he's not going to spot him. Coder get to the wall there just in time. GTS still alive with 2 players left up as FSS looks to take them out first here. 1 kill already in the bag there. They lost Ghost earlier there to BHE, and in the process, BHE also shoots off LTRs to get the knock, holding off LTR here. That's 1 for Radish, 1 for Onyx. BHE, after a top 5 presence on Miramar, looking to come perform here in game number 4 yet again on Erangel. You can see both these teams still coexisting. FSS not really in a position to push. They've got vehicles they could easily send to position as Arminus and Kiara are both sending back to get these vehicles. The pressure, no doubt, is going to be on GTS very, very soon. They know it's just 2 members. They can count the amount of bullets. They can count the amount of guns. The shots coming through easily enough. You should know that GTS is just 2 members up, but FSS playing it right, playing it slow. They're going to wait for the phase to shift, and if this compound is in, it's probably going to be a GG's for GTS, unless they can hold out the full 4 of FSS. Tog going to reposition as well. Here they come, starting to take position just outside these 2 teams. They'll probably split this 2-2 right here on these 2 compounds as well, and that's going to be probably the best place to play for them. Is actually, no, they set up there for rotation kills on the gas station, and maybe Andy OG going to get love with that AWM again. There's a care pack right outside their vicinity. I don't think he's spotted it out yet. I don't even know if there's anything left inside, but we do have a care pack here with A-Dub, and that's got Andy OG written all over it if I know him, so we'll see if Tog comes through, finds that A-Dub, and we've already seen some good shots coming out there from Andy. Can he come through yet again here with some A-Dub action in Game 4? FSS and GTS pushed out to the center, or excuse me, to the side of the zone there with that kind of donut pool north there. We will pull up side. Again, both south and north is still in play here, so it's a lot for teams to decide which side do you want to be, north or south here. And if you're me, I'm south side all day. White Sox, baby. That's how we do. So we'd be south side. We'd be down toward the south, and that's exactly where we'd be playing. As Rex caught out for OPZ. He flips his buggy. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. You don't want to do that in a lobby like this. GTS is looking down. FSS is looking down. Tog eventually is, oh, no, they pulled off. They're not going to look at him, so it's just going to be two teams looking to take this fight. But that gives OPZ the opportunity. They're coming behind GTS. As it looks like, oh, they thought the attention was the other way, and so did I. But Kodorin splits ready for the pull-up as they do spot out Tech-9 trying to run its way up to position on GTS. This allows OPZ the chance to get out, but FSS looking to find this. Arminus takes the AK. Tired of the SLR there. Does not going to find the knock as Anthology will find Rex confirming that kill. That's going to be FSS. One more kill in the bag as OPZ with just 2 members left up there after losing Tech-9 and Rex. They have to hold out here for GTS, excuse me. If FSS is smart, French Suicide Squad looking to take down GTS, and man, our French team looking to pressure up. This is them. If I know them, they will do or die. French Suicide Squad, they will suicide or they will call it quits here. And it looks like actually FSS with a little bit of a different play here. They're going to switch it up. They want to live. They want a good game to finish off the day. They've been playing well so far, so you know what? They're going to play it smart. They're going to say, CC, you know what? We're making adjustments here. This is the Challengers League. We want to do well, mate. It's day number 1. Give us some hope. Hope coming through. FSS on the rotation. OPZ and GTS to now take the fight upon one another here. Andy is going to find BHE on the rotation. Onyx pulls through, and Tog does step up to get these rotation kills. Unfortunately for BHE, Tog is there to get that kills. C going to pull right past the rest of Tog. All 4 members now there, as this is going to be BHE's chance to pull back all 3 members. Thankfully enough that Onyx was the scout, because if that was this clown car right here for BHE, that could have been an easy GG's for them. But thankfully enough, only 1 member lost. They're taking the deep rotation, and they will see themselves into the next phase here. FSS stopping to take shots onto Tog. Potentially could have used their help seconds ago before that knock does come through. However, at least FSS getting awareness that there is a team here set up for the bridge camp. They'll have to hold tight, potentially thinking about playing this south end. And again, south side, baby. That's why you want to play that south end. Unlucky there for BHE, but they will make their way to the north there. 3 players still up. Snow still up for, or Awer still up for Snow and Stelios, as well as it seems to be just 2 members left up for this team after a rough rotation. Look at the play coming out here from Stelios. He just wants them points. Looking for placement for Snow again. Not able to get the 4th member in. You come off the victory with some high kills in game 3. You definitely just want to see yourself in the final few phases here. So well played from Stelios. He's going to snake that out. He's going to look for the placement, and he's going to find them kills. Maybe in the late game. We've seen DJL Snow come through in 1v3 P7 for the victory there. So definitely not out of the cards for Snow there. Ralzo there in Little Rose for Cores. The rest of the team, they're above the ridge here waiting for rotation to come through on this ridge, as that's going to be Steelers just existing for right now. Core may even know that he's there. Again, as you can see, the buggy kind of pulled to position right there, as kind of giving awareness that there may be a team member still down here at the bottom. However, Core going to have to play very, very careful, because Stelios could easily come alive, taking some kills there. As FSS does backfill here onto the gas station, they now have to debate on whether moving past Core are moving above Tog. So again, not an easy play coming in from FSS for them to make rotation into phase 4 here. However, with 2 kills on the board, they can kind of play it slow. They're not so worried about pressuring. This is the team, again, we've seen at least 2 times today, make their way into the late game and then start to come alive there, finding kills inside phase 6, phase 7, and phase 8. A team that really likes to play that late game, and that team right there, just all you can do. Core position themselves just seems to not get any circle love this time around here. Rough rotations from looking to find some kills here in the final match. And they have GTS right where they want them. OPZ as well. Both these teams having to rotate in this direction, as Snow just spinning in circles there, surviving. He's just looking for some potential points here. Still inside that zone, and he's happy with the shift there, no doubt. Toxic's inside the center of the zone. Much better game. This is the game they're looking for. Hopefully they don't cast your cursor, but the pressure is right there. They're in a good spot to get kills right there, and if the rotation and the circle keeps coming their way, they may just see end up phase 6, phase 7, and phase 8, as well as the pull up on to Z-Clan for TPG is there as Masters holds his angle inside. He's going to have to wait for Bradders there up top as JSK has already taken down. It's going to be Z-Clan getting the res onto Machine. Now resetting as the full 4 here. Not sure if they're actually aware of Bradders' position. TPG has just lost JSK. The remaining 2 up top to the north here where we had seen Monkey kind of position themselves earlier. Not sure why they're split up so far, but right now that's going to be a challenging position for Bradders to get out of. NFS taken down there in the back as FSS is caught in a different spot here. They've tried to cross here from the side. Is that Snow? Is this man shooting from under the bridge? He's trying to get some kills there for Snow. He comes alive. He unfortunately doesn't get the kills, but Core from the top does. Seconds with the bolty shot. Finally puts the points on the board for Core here in the 4th and final game. Happy to see that this team getting those kills, finding that roster, and making it work here. They're able to do the damage onto FSS with nowhere to go. They avoid Tog, but they run right into Core, just as we had thought seconds ago here, as this is now OPZ coming in after winning the fight there against GTS, or did GTS send it in? GTS sends it in. They stop on the P7. On to P7 here as OPZ makes their way in. GTS stops here. Core should be able to find those kills. They're looking down. Second's going to find another one, and that is Zabu to find the remainder of OPZ. Down and out. Core in control now of this position. Having to worry about Stelios. Let's look back on to GTS as GTS nowhere to go as well. OPZ suffers. GTS should be the next team to suffer. However, they've already got the knock here onto Rokes. Keezy inside the smoke. Gonna go for that. Rez is Coder just up top inside the building. Holding the angle for now. Splits coming from the back there. Looking to find shots on the Entels, as thankfully enough, Embers there in the back is going to pull Splits back, so nothing you can really do. Coder gets the heal off just in time before the pressure from P7 comes through, but however, P7 has been able to reset as the full 4 after the res, the med already in play right there from the back. Embers trying to spot out Splits, just not going to get the knock, not able to control that barrel spray a little bit too far of a distance after about 100 meters. Becomes really, really challenging to control right there, so just unfortunately not able to find the knock there, allowing GTS still the chance to regroup. But however, Big Coder caught in a position where he's not really going to be able to get out of here. They have to move, they have to rotate, but they have his number. They have all the information as to where Coder's at. So this may just be a survival method here for Splits to make his way into that next zone. As we talked about Toxic's positions a little bit earlier, they do position themselves here across the bridge after the Rozak side of the circle is pushed out. As I say, south side all day, it comes to the north. And you know what? It's giving those Cubs a little bit of love here today. TPG in a great spot. Again, Bradders was taken down earlier in the mix, but TPG at least has the 2 in control of this spot. It's now S9 to run into FSI here. As Fury to find 1, finds 2. He's going to knock the second. Holder to find the trade onto Fury, confirming the kill as well. Here comes Green Dot trying to deny the kill, but he's not going to find it. Gets the knock onto one member, but Cannon Fodder cannot control the M4 spray. Gives Green Dot bot the shots, but in return right there, Green Dot just not able to find the return spray. Cannon Fodder 2 pull back to get the res shot on the Holdar, but Fox already there with the pressure. It's a 1v1 situation as Cannon Fodder won't get credit for that kill stolen away there from MW. MW third-partying both these teams. There's Yapish now to find Fox. 2 more kills in the bag for MW. And unfortunate for FSI, Cannon Fodder not in a place to actually make plays here. But if he can stick the res here onto Holder, maybe the best move is he's continuing to walk his way in. Phase 4 damage will come through on the back. He's going to pick him up, carrying his team in. And MW actually looking away from the position here. Not going to spot him out. Maybe Speaker going to see him here. Looking up in position here. Speaker actually not going to get wind of where FSI is at. So nice play coming out there from Cannon Fodder to get Holdar inside the zone. That's FSI still with 2 up if he's going to stick that res right there. Back to the side, Toxic with the pull up here across the river. They're able to take position right across the river inside the 2 little valleyways here. As they're getting some damage done on the P7. Entels will fall. Core will pick that one up. Now more shots being thrown down onto P7 here. It's these 2 teams keeping P7 at bay. Raul's going to open up. Gets the knock onto Rogues right there. In return from Keezy. Confirmed as well. As that's going to be a 1-for-1 right there. Rogues inside the blue should fall, but Core still 3 members left up. Should potentially be able to win this fight, but as I said, that Keezy to find the Redmond knock. Now evens it up. Seconds to trade that one. Ember's still up as he tries to find seconds from the side. Should come Zabu. Zabu with the drive-by, looking to potentially do this damage. No, Splits finds Embers as Keezy confirmed by Toxic. Toxic finds 1 kill in that mix as we're now looking to find Toxic pulling back onto their position. They'll be able to keep Core right where they want them. GTS is still alive and kicking inside the zone. 2 members left up. It's Splits and Coder able to make it out of the fight there. Pinned inside the position with P7. Now P7 falling before them. LTR to fall next. That's Nuts and Paz both down. 10 teams remain as we have Toxic over the top. They should look down onto both GTS and Snow. But with this third-party shots coming through from Z-Clan, it's troublesome for them as well. As you can see, not a whole lot of room LTR was stuck with to move. That's why they're taking down across the river. They're the last team to cross. And that's a GG's there for LTR. Down here towards the bottom, that is Snow. Found out, or Stelios found out for Snow out in 10th. And again, the three-man roster just not able to make their way inside the top 5 or top 4 yet again. So game number 3 will be the highlight of Snow's night out in 10th. And well played thus far. No back-to-back victories for them or any of the teams tonight, as we may just see, again, that new victor added into the 4th game of the night here. Toxics is going to find the knock. They actually have splits right where they want them. We'll pull back here to this fight. Again, I think it's actually here. Come on. Let's get it. Coder with the 1v3 situation on the Toxic, as Swift has a nice little wrap. He's going to look to find Coder behind the rocks. He's not inside the zone yet. They know there's still one member left out. They are not entirely sure as to where. BHE still up. All the 3 members after losing Onyx still making the rotation in. They're looking to find position on the Tog. They know that the team is inside there. However, not a whole lot of ridge really to work with there. They'll have to probably think about fully setting it. Maybe take a position here on top of the rock. Rotation would be key to actually get up here and over Tog. But however, from the back, it's probably going to be Toxics to come take this position. Swift should line him up. Swift going to get the shots on the Coder. But the zone should finish him off right there, so no credit for Toxic. Swift will fall. And that's GTS at least able to take down a Swift. Probably going to get 1 kill out of that. But does Liam go pick him up, put him on your back, mate? The carry feature. The carry feature is not going to happen. Toxic loses 1. GTS credit for that kill out in a 9th. Core finding a knock there onto MW. The Molotov doing the damage, confirming that kill. So it's just Bearkai left up here in a 1v2 situation with Core. Looking to regroup with her other 2 members of her team. It's going to be FSI there with the being the nuisance inside the top of the 2-stack. Holdar trying to survive, looking for more points for FSI. He's already got 1 placement point. They've got 3 kills, 1, 1, and 1 here for each of the members of FSI. Shots coming out all over MW. Has this man pinned inside. 1 grenade could be the easy end of Holdar as he's dancing around the building here. Aviator down and out through the door, looking to find him pushing the stairs. However, not going to find the head. Holdar holds the stairs. Cooks up the smoke, denies him entrance, that he's now, with that smoke being played, this is easy pressure coming in from MW. They'll walk up the stairs here through the smoke, potentially to find some damage on the Holdar, as he does avoid the damage inside the little back room. It looks like that's all he's going to be able to do for now, because MW looking to toss a nade. That's just the stun. A Holdar will get pushed off. Bearkai looking to push through, but that smoke, I guess, doing the right thing there for him. Holdar holding off the push for now, but again, both teams outside the zone here. It's not going to take much for these teams, for this team even, to push up onto Holdar. Core still up inside the top 8. We can see TOG in as well with BHE as they do pressure up forward, pushing up through the smoke. They find a Holdar in the closet right there, and G to the G's. FSI out in 8th. MW picks up another one. Still curious to see how BHE's making the rotation in. They're trying. They really don't have position. They're at the edge of the zone right here, but Tog has awareness as to where this team is. They have no vehicles. 1 smoke for Clumsy. 1 smoke for Kizza. They can run this direction, but they're running directly at Core. However, Radish was able to make his way away from the team. He's not inside the zone either, but he will have to position himself to 1v4 Tog, as the rest of BHE looks like they're going to take the 2v3 here onto Core. Kizza a little bit too antsy with the shots. Misses the shots there onto Redmond, but really, what else can you do? You try to get that knock, and just unfortunately, sometimes the head just disappears beyond the ridge, and just not able to get it. Redmond holding the 1v1. Kizza, good shots. Is going to get the knock. Oh, no. He stops the shifts right there as he isn't able to get the knock. The shot's just shy. Clumsy is going to get the knock there on Redmond. Now inside the vehicle. Does she send it away? She's able to at least maintain control there. Going to have to leave Kizza. Kizza to be left for dead right there. And Redmond as well. 1 for BHE. And then 1 for Core. Clumsy inside the Vic. She's going to make her way away from this fight there. Nowhere really to go. She's trying to find her way around. This should be Radish's position to come through, as Clumsy doing all the distracting she can, driving through the middle of the circle. Does she have anywhere to stop? She's going to stop here at the shack. Nobody really there. Clumsy, if she can hop out the right side, is actually going to hop out on the wrong side of the vehicle. Maybe the right side is working. She's alive. She's still up. She does survive. Radish to be taken down there as Artemix does the damage. Seconds with the credit. Well played thus far from Clumsy. She's inside the zone. She's alive. BHE looking for some more placement points, potentially to find some kills. Do we see some LTR Swift moves? here in this next game. It looks like TPG having to finally move out of their compound, now being gate kept here from MW, are inside the zone. But Monkey with the positioning there. Barely safe for Rez behind it as Panders from the side. Toxic third-party damage comes through, steals away Red Monkey, leaves it all up to McLovin. Still no kills in the bag, looking to find their way into this next zone. But again, only 2 smokes, I think, there for McLovin, so not a whole lot that he's really going to be able to play there. Toxic should have angles onto that. MW well aware of his position, and if that happens, G to the G's right there, unfortunately for TPG. But 7 teams still up. BHE centered up, Z-Clan nicely positioned, but just as the 2-man Toxic with just 2 as well. So many teams beaten and bruised thus far in the circle. It's Tog with the full 4, and again, we've seen how well that worked out for P7. This time around, it's going to be Takeover Gaming to potentially have the full 4 and look for the victory here. Good shots coming out there from Liam. And Panders looking to confirm Machine as they do catch him lacking right there. Unfortunately, Machine will fall. Z-Clan with just 1 more left up. Toxic doing work off this rotation. They're able to find work coming out of Rozak. Knocks do come through, and they are doing absolute bits in this lobby. This is a great way to end the day for Toxic, even though it's only 4 kills. They're inside the top 7. And again, a much better day here, or a much better game here for Toxics here in game number 4. McLovin will get taken down there by Bearkai and the last member, our last few shots needed to take down McLovin there. 4-horse squad. 1 more in the bag there as Clumsy still existing. She's going to survive. She's in the dip. MW focusing their attention here not only on the core, but also on the Z-Clan as well. Bearkai going to find the last member of core. That's seconds to fall. Core down and out in 6th. 5 teams now remain, moving into the final few phases. Bearkai and the rest of MW still up as a 3, but it's going to be Master, the solo Z-Clan member, Clumsy, the solo BHE, Toxic with the duo, Tog, the full 4, and then our MW 3-piece. Shooting the body, double tap, he's dead. G to the G's right there. MW upon the rotation. That's going to put some pressure, unfortunately, onto Clumsy. However, she's not moving. Very, very disciplined to sit here and not moving a muscle. She's existing full right now, and she's getting points for her team right there. Can't have done it better right there. Patience, patience, patience does pay off in an event like this. Sometimes there's a chance where you got to make moves, and you know what? I don't know that is a chance that they need to make moves, but right now she's scoring points. She's doing things. She's making things happen here. So well played thus far from Clumsy as the pressure coming down from Tog, trying to position themselves onto Toxic. It's just not happening thus far. It's still 2 members up. The smoke doing exactly what it needs to do for Panders, keeping them alive and well for now. As again, there's really not much room for Toxic to move inside the zone. They've got hard cover, being the shack, the trailer, and the trucks here. But after that shift, they will get pushed out. They'll have to pool position onto Z-Master, who somehow has not been crashed by any of the squads here, soloing it up there, scoring more and more points for his team as well as Master. Probably not going to move. He's inside the shack right here. He's just looking to find those points there for his team. Is Toxic still existing from the side. C will get knocked here from Tog. He's inside the zone barely with 30 seconds to move for phase 8 to close. Armix will have to stick the reds very, very quickly here to give his team chance to be a full 4. MW does stick the res as well, getting them back up to 3 members. It's 8 kills on board for this team thus far. Good shots come through. MW, where are we going to take it as the rotation teams for these teams try to find the position inside the zone. Phase 8 with just 1 more phase to close in the next 5 seconds. Does Clumsy get to see a top 3, or is it BHE out in 4th or 5th? Does Master still get to survive inside his solo shack there? It looks like it's going to be Toxic trading 1-for-1 here with Tog. Pander's still up. Grenades being tossed in that direction. Still not able to confirm as the Molotov just not in the right place. Liam will try to crawl safe for res, but really not in a position to make the move to get the Panders here. No smokes left up for Toxics. So again, really not in a position to get the res. Bearkai steals it away there from Tog, as that's now 9 kills. 1 more kill for the killing spree here for MW. As Pander's going to take a little bit of blue damage there behind the vehicle there. Bearkai and the Aviator spot him out there as the body headshot comes through. Panders to fall. Toxics out in 5th as that's BHE still up inside the top 4. MW is right in front of her face here. She has not moved, waiting for pressure. Look at the positioning. She's waiting for a read here. She's got the AK in hand. The Phantom AK here in Clumsy's hand, looking to find a member of MW just when she sees the head. We'll see these shots come through, and man, patience, consistency. She's going to cook up the smoke. Oh, wow. Cooks up the smoke because, again, this will deny that entry, and maybe she's just thinking that it's a smoke from another team. Smartly played there from Clumsy. Shots coming through. This is TOG looking to now position down here on the Z-Master, who has not moved outside the shack yet. Davum does position here at the bottom of the hill there. Can he make notice of Master there, or does Master come out and take the game away there from Davum? We see some good end game performances thus far from Davum. Is this another one where we see him get a chance to put up with that Xbox Series X? He's looking to put some damage on this team. Come from the top. There it is. Aviator does take pressure from C. Andy OG to get knocked, or get the knock there onto Speakers. It's going to be Clumsy still alive. No smoke. The smoke has depleted right there, so it's going to be Bearkai getting the res here on the Speaker before the blue zone does come through. The res is good. Speaker is back on his feet. No helmet, however, as that's C trying to come through. Is going to find the 1v1 with Aviator. Both players still inside the smoke. Artemis comes through looking to find one. Clumsy to fall. C to fall. Man, back to back to back kills for Tog right there. BHE, MW down and out. It's MW in second, BHE in third. Master inside the shack, still up for Z-Clan, and that was absolute chaos. Davum walks in, cleans them out, and GG's Tog walks through the last three teams in the lobby for the final chicken dinner of day one of the Challenger season, season 2. Man, what a fantastic finish to the day right there. That is going to be a DJO Snow victory there. The 1v3 on the P7 for game 3, and then Tog comes through, taking home the final match of the night, taking down Z-Clan, taking down MW, taking down Clumsy, who makes her way into the top 4 there off of a very tough rotation. Great plays, and she reads it right, secures actually a few more points there for BHE, and then 3 kills for the squad. Well played from our top 5 teams. Another roundabout where we see different teams inside of this top 5. This time around, Z-Clan joins BHE yet again, back-to-back top 5s, and then Toxic inside the top 5, 4 kills as well. A fantastic way to end the day here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back on Thursday to finish off the event here, as again, this is day number 1 of this Challenger League Season 2. We have 2 more weeks to come after Thursday, so again, still 5 full days for this event to kick off and for teams to perform at the level that we all know they can. So you know what? We're going to end it there. Fantastic games today. So much hype, so much energy, and this is exactly why I love hosting the Challenger League and putting them on for you guys, because the intensity and the plays that we see here from certain members are just absolutely fantastic. And you know what? Certain players who were thought to perform well today did not have the worst performances, but did not showcase themselves in this fanatical performance where there is just one team that just is going to be doing better than every team every game. You know what? It takes time to position yourselves. It takes time to understand the lobby, and it takes time to get better. So you know what? That's what we're looking for here in the Challenger League, is consistent improvement. And with teams performing the way they have thus far, that's exactly what we're going to get here. As again, we're looking to have your team not get defeated and not get where you're looking at like, oh man, I'm not feeling like I want to sign up. I'm not feeling like I can come through, learn something, check the VODs. If you guys are having problems adjusting to the teams in the lobby here, I'd love to offer some advice. I'd love to just kind of coach you guys here in a position to better your team, to help you guys perform better. So you know what? If you'd like for that to happen, create a ticket inside of the PGL or the SSL, link my name in it, and I will help you guys out to help better your guys' team and provide maybe a little bit of tips here that maybe you're just not thinking about, and help you guys better. Again, this is to improve you and your team, as well as to help me and myself improve here in my hosting. So thank you all for the signups. I don't want to see you guys get discouraged, so feel free to please reach out, ask questions, and I hope that I can help with some answers here. Thank you all again for tuning in today to the Cold Crew exclusives here on a Tuesday. We'll be back Thursday, same time, same place, to finish off day number 2 of Challenger League Season 2. Enjoy the rest of the week, guys, and we'll see you back then. Take care.